November 8th, 2023, has the bull market started? Are we going to rally because of the presidential election coming up here? Is this the beginning? And it seems as if it's the beginning since Bitcoin went over 30,000. And honestly, I'm looking right here at the rate index on interest rates of mortgages. They're down just briefly today. The 30-year FHA were at 6.82 and its high was 7.44. That is important. This, to me, was telling me where the top was. If Powell decides to raise rates again and these end up going higher, well, that's going to be bad because borrowing money is more expensive. If you remember the big bull market when Trump was in office, these suckers were down to around 2.5%. That's why Bitcoin and everything was pumping. People were able to borrow a lot of money and leverage themselves. Yes, big institutions were able to leverage themselves so that they could get ahead. Remember why prices were going up and blah, blah, blah. There was lots of fighting. So right now is really the time to start getting into stuff because it's boring. It's freaking boring. You're worried about what's going to happen. And if I look at the S&P 500, look at this sucker. We are hitting a resistance line right here, and it's having kind of a hard time breaking above it. And so we can either break through it and go up or go lower. That's plain and simple. But my prediction is we're basically in an upwards trajectory. Whether or not it's going to take a few weeks to months to all next year in order for something to happen. Everyone wishes that something's going to happen quickly. But no, things go up slowly. They go down fast. Like this is a prime example. Look at this sucker. Look at this candle. Boom, massive drop. And then getting back above it, it takes days. This was one day, and this is 4 or 5 days. You're probably going, well, look, it's not that much longer. But if I'm on the daily scale here and you say, no, it takes 5 times longer. Yeah, no, it's going to take 5 times longer. So it went down very quickly. It's going to take a while for things in the economy to get back up to where people are feeling as if they can start putting a bunch more money into stuff. And usually it's too late by then. So here, I've got a couple trades open, and my Ethereum one, I entered right below, it was like 1884 or something, because we have broken above 1900 a few times, right? And to me, that's like hitting a wall. Like you have a hammer and boom, first one doesn't work. You swing back, right? You pull back, bam, you hit it again. Doesn't work. Pull back, hit it a third time. Usually you break through by 3. Pull back, boom, 4. So we get a greater chance of something happening once we get over there. So I'm really feeling like this next time we get above 1900, that's when, boom, things are off to the races. We are moving up to that 21 to 2000 mark. That's where I have this right here, basically just because of the resistance. The RSI, we've got a small little crossover potentially. And we're bleeding on being oversold here, but that's okay. Things can stay oversold for a while we continue a massive upwards move. Bitcoin looks pretty similar where we haven't officially broken out. I've got this cool ascending triangle that I drew out because I'm a kindergartner. And if we look at this sucker, we're just hovering right here. But it's important to note that we have higher lows every time. We haven't broken a new low, but we haven't broken above the resistance either of right around that 36,000. If we break above that, boom, the 38 to $40,000 range is right there. It's entirely feasible. Here, when was the last time we were there for this kind of resistance to hold up? Yep, boom. So truthfully, we've got a big range here to get into where, what is that? By staying above that, we could go really into the, truthfully, right here, the $36,000 to $42,000 mark. That is where my target is for this stuff. Yes, it does happen. It does happen fast-ish, right? Meaning that you might miss the opportunity if you aren't playing ahead and you're not playing the game. Today is a green day, at least in the morning. We could definitely have these candles turn on us for sure. Here, Bitcoin is saying that it is incredibly oversold, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, because yeah, we haven't had a big move downwards for that. There's some consolidation happening, but because of its an ascending triangle, it's telling me that there's a lot of buying pressure going on. It's not selling pressure. So the wall is at 36. People aren't ready for that to bounce out. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And as of right now, I am long for, again, 2,000 to 2,100 for Ethereum, and then also right around the 38 to realistically 42 for Bitcoin. You can never tell when this happens, but the AI algorithms, they always end up pushing stuff over into weird numbers.